Austin.
Hello.
Welcome to the Early Learning Nation studio. Great to have you.
Thank you.
Kathy, what is the state of early childhood learning and early childhood care in Austin? Describe it for me, if you would, pre-COVID and post-COVID.
Sure. Compared to other communities in Texas, the Austin-Travis County community was really better positioned as far as having access to high quality early care and education and pre-K because of the work of our community-wide coalition for the past decade. But that's important to look at in the context of the state of Texas. Out of all 50 states, we have the least coordinated, efficient, and integrated system for early childhood education across the country. So we were well poised, but the pandemic really did devastate the whole sector. Fortunately, our community gave early COVID relief funding, and so our child care centers have fared better than some of the other communities around the state.
So what is the AustinTravis Coalition, and what is the Success by 6 plan?
We have a community-wide coalition that includes our partners at City of Austin and Travis County. It includes all of the stakeholders that provide support for families from birth to 5. And we came together back in 2011 to create a strategic plan, and we're now in the third version of our strategic plan, trying to improve school readiness overall.
And Lawrence, how did that coalition come together? You represent Travis County, that's correct?
Yes.
How did the coalition come together?
So this goes back many years, to a prior century, to be honest. We'd had a long history of more or less informal collaboration among the city, the county, and others in the community to try to do what we could to improve quality, expand capacity. But I don't know, Kathy can correct me, probably 20 years ago or more,
wow,
the United Way really stepped up and grabbed the hold and said, we're going to become the backbone to make this happen, and really broaden the coalition, formalize the coalition, really got us to the point, so it was less a matter of point by point, what makes sense right now, and really got us to, this is a plan that as a community we can run with. And so all of us, whether we're public, private, or just generally interested, can identify this is where I can fit in, move forward the whole of the community to address those broader goals.
And Donna, why did it make sense for Austin to coordinate with Travis County? Why does it matter to extend beyond just Austin itself?
I think it's really important as a community that we're all aligned with a strategic plan and we're all going in the same direction with one voice, and not having separate performance goals or separate goals from the city side versus the county. So that way our partners, they're seeking the community's goals, not the city's specific goals, not the county's, but we're all aligned in one direction.
And Sylvia, efforts like this, they're nice to do, they're good to do. I mean, who doesn't want to help children? Who doesn't want to help families? Is there an economic argument for it?
Yes, we feel that once you start early with a child, you're building on the front end so that on the back end you have success in terms of further education, certificate, a well-being, life, a quality of life. And so this is not our first entrance into assisting with child care. We have done it previously through our workforce development contracts. We built that in to our contracts around workforce development.
Donna, what does 38 babies mean to you?
So in Austin-Travis County, we average about 38 babies being born each and every day. And those babies are born into a lot of different circumstances. Some are healthy, some are not. Some have financial resources and means, some do not. Some have a really good support system and some do not. And so it's really important to ensure that each of those babies is able to thrive and reach their full potential. And that's what Success by 6 we really want to try to ensure throughout the community.
And that potential, Kathy, is not a one-day journey, it's a 2,000-day journey. What is the 2,000-day journey?
So that's the time between the day a child is born and when they enter kindergarten. And so we hope to surround that child with resources and make sure their family and the child have experiences that support them to reach their optimal developmental potential before they even enter kindergarten.
And I understand that you were able to direct some of the American Rescue Plan Act money, some $11 million. What did you do with that? How did it help this program?
So we were fortunate, as I said, that the city and county had already invested some COVID relief funding for our child care sector. So we were able to be strategic, look at our data, and think about where could we invest to make our infrastructure stronger and our systems better in the long run, so that when we do get limited resources into this sector, we can maximize them. So it includes everything from supporting our mixed delivery pre-K partnership program, expanding support for the child care workforce through premium pay, strengthening the child care sector through Shared Services Alliance, family-based childcare because we know infants and toddlers are there, and even expanding pre-K access through our public schools.
And Sylnovia, what's next?
So what's next within our group is that we in economic development will continue to support early childhood through a future RFP that we have coming out. But we work collaboratively and we're excited about the future. We're poised and ready for new funds if the feds want to send us some. So,
As one of the people responsible for economic development, I am sure you are ready
Yes.
for new funds.
yes.
Thank you all for joining us in the ELN studio today.
Thank you.
Thank you.